Welcome to the Pearl of Africa. And it's a try here for Morocco. They draw first blood in the Rugby Africa Cup 2025. Played 2 matches in the last tournament there. And did manage to rack up 16 points to his name.
Ian Pryor should be the most experienced player on this pitch, and also I would say of the tournament, arguably, because he had quite a number of caps for the Queensland's Red in Australia. He moved on to for a joker, his safe option, just go for the poles and let it, strikes it nicely. It's 3 points to Zimbabwe, set back to ground level, and everyone has to show off their skills, which are independent of how good the car is. So, unfortunately, Morocco concedes a scrum penalty. The small shake he did there.
Goes for it, and that's a decent attempt, and yes, he does. Swapped to the ground. Zimbabwe trying to test out their muscle. That ball seems stuck in there, but finally released free. Picked up here, trying to go for the pick and drive. And in just a few precious inches. Now this is where the muscles have to be taut and fully at work. Quickly closing down on the man with the ball, and they still gain a few inches here, trying to force the issue. So close, so dangerously close. Trying to shift to the left and to utilize the open flank, and the fallouts here are quite numerous.
Zimbabwe accumulated a number of phases in the 5, and John Mutariki says it's time to play it out, but I think he made a knock-on. No knock-on.
The referee plays on. Carry on, looking to release. Ian Pryor sets it out in motion. Nice pick up here. This could be a good instance for them. The dummy sold, and he delivers in top-notch quality. That's exactly.
He's going to pass the ball. He had to go for the line, and he went and he scored. Momentum carried him forward.
Go to 13. It's a good kick. Well, into the scrum it is for Morocco, but we do urge you to be your own investor with MTN Momo. Invest as low as 1,000 and earn daily interest. And you can withdraw your money anytime you want. No paperwork needed. Simply dial *165 *6 hash and select investor, or use the MTN Momo app. MTN. Delivered well. Now squeezed out to the flank. One last set play here for Zimbabwe to put an exclamation mark here on what has been a very dominant performance from them. Morocco had the earlier beating of them, but thereafter that competition slowly crawling down and closing in the gulf. The referee seems to have signaled.
Oh, it was offside at the line out.
Positions himself, primes himself, goes for the kick. Penalty good. And an extra 3 points notched in here by Ian Pryor to take the tally to 16 at halftime. Zimbabwe maintaining their formidable track record of not trailing in the last 2 editions of the Rugby Africa Cup at halftime. Second half gets underway, and it is Zimbabwe still in the lead of this first game of the Rugby Africa Cup 2025. Zimbabwe 16, Morocco 5. Second half underway. A much-needed change from the Atlas Lions, who had dominance in the first few minutes of the game, drawing first blood and getting the first try here. It's been a very different affair altogether once we got into the later stages of the first half. And now, second half underway, and Zimbabwe looking to pick it up from where they left it off from. Pushing, probing, pressing, setting the ball in motion. Setting out to the flank here. Drifting away, player goes to the ground. Good attempt here. Morocco trying to keep the Sables at bay. All of a sudden, it looks like they're getting closer and closer. Kick is in. Trying to chase and ground that, but that just won't happen. as the ball goes out of territory.
Wins the line out. Fraser loses it backwards. Referee says play on. But Morocco pounding, and they force a turnover. They need to leave here with points. It's a penalty, and at least they get a chance to score the 3. Will they go for the 3 or are they going for the goal line? Playing man without the ball, playing the 9, the referee says. That's a brilliantly worked set piece. Is he able to get there? The referee said he was shot, and this is a penalty. Still a penalty to Morocco. One of the Zimbabwean players was offside, and the ref was playing just advantage.
Probably slash it down to half. Good attempt at the break there.
I'm surprised he didn't make it.
Oof, the ball slipped from under his off. Kick is good. Ball in. Teased well. Nice pickup. Player goes to the ground. Ooh, it looked like there was a high tackle there on the neck of Adil Achaba. But the Atlas Lions still have possession. 51 minutes. Trying to run at the defense. Setting the ball in. Big kick. Clearing their lines. In motion.
Mafura has seen the gap. He has pinned the space.
Yeah, there's a kick here for space.
And that's a brilliant kick by Mafura. Finding the fans are settling in. Unfortunately, Morocco loses their line out, and it is recovered by Mandioma. A kick under pressure by Mudariki, and it is gathered by the Moroccans, and they try to set an attack into motion. For now, it looks like they're playing jumbled kind of play, and that's why they have even considered a penalty. Holding on.
But makes the move. Attempts. And the attempt is impeccable. Once again, Ian Pryor.
Get more points on the board. He throws it. That's a brilliantly executed line out. And yes, we have the rolling maul. Referee signals for the line out over. The maul is moving. It is moving. It is moving forward. Bachiri has had enough. And it's a nice backing, though it's brilliantly led by Zimbabwe. Bachiri with a good recycle. Oh! Taken back. And Maveseri on the counter.
Open space, and right now it's a chance here for the Sables. Brilliant run. He has support, and the support lines being run through. He decides to make the break on his own, going towards the center. The tackle was in, but still won't stop the Sables. Try time.
He almost fumbled that one. It was close enough. Maveseri there with the pass.
And there you go.
To Segaoke.
Brilliant run. The release.
But it's impressive of how he stays up. He gets up quickly to go and support his player, because
ditch attempt there, taking out the ankles and then almost losing it, but still having enough. Edward Segaoke just making that support run. Almost fumbled it. Well, he wouldn't have lived with himself, but still manages to get that photographic try. And for Zimbabwe, that might just be themselves and Morocco. Is there a chance of even the faintest scrum? Feeding the ball in. Not really in a rush here. Oh, that's a long pass here. Now setting it up onto the open flank. There'll be no catching them. Try time.
Zimbabwe in that 29-3 win over Algeria, and is continuing to carry on his brilliant form, finishing it off brilliantly.
Well, was an excellent.
speaking of Trevor, he made his debut in the final last year and he scored 2 tries. And with another throw, he goes deep. That's a dangerous tackle from the Moroccans.
Allow the gentlemen to get themselves back in order. Oh, upended and then planted. The referee now having a bit of talking to players, and it's a yellow card here for Morocco.
They're now going for it.
Goes for the kick. Successful pedestal to go ahead and attempt to go to the final for 2025.
Tyron Pagan with another brilliant throw, getting the line out right. Jobert recycles. Ian Pryor sees gap at the wing.
Oh, good performance there, managing to spot the gap and now looking to use the blind side, but switching up quickly. It's quite the debris here of human bodies. The Sables, as they try to get back towards the center of the pitch, advancing and putting in the numbers. Good pass out to the flank. Ian Pryor manages to send it in, and that will be another try. There will be no stopping them. Well, it's official. The Atlas Lions are down and out for the count.
The wing. Quite a rugby mismatch there. And it is working out for them.
Pre-kicking stance, goes for it. And once again, simply dial *165 *6# or select Investor and select Investor or use the MTN Momo app.
Morocco going back to their lethal weapon. That's the maul. But Zimbabwe doing a good job there and disorganizing it legally.
And looking for ways to keep rolling on that ball. And Morocco picking it up, and Butterfingers here will get punished. As Zimbabwe selling that dummy well. Good play from Dion Kumalo. Goes the way, setting the ball in motion once again. Looking to relinquish. The subs coming on with sublime power. Looking to set that ball away quickly. Looking to run the support in here. Was a brilliant run. And there goes the hooter. Signal the end of normal time.
If you're Zimbabwe, what do you do in this scenario? You're leading by a good margin. You've won the game. Do you play it or do you just kick it out?
Well, the ideal thing would probably be to go for the kick. The game is well and truly won. There's nothing that you really need in this one. Just conserve energy and go forward. And Ian Pryor does exactly that according to the script. The Zimbabwe Sables mark their return to the Rugby Africa Cup with a resounding victory over the Atlas Lions. It's been a total golf in class, and Ian Pryor putting on a masterclass when it comes to the kicking boot. He's definitely showed that he's going to be one to contend to, and Zimbabwe laying down the marker for their title defense, aiming to put their foot forward and punch their ticket to Australia for the World Cup.